I'm near the heater. You're on sweet.
Alright, let's start with a little
It's not
Tai Chi bounce.
Nothing, never mind.
Not letting your heels hit the ground. Lining up your ribs and hips, letting your shoulders kind of bounce around. And then let your heels squish down. We're going to inhale up. Up on the tiptoe as high as you can. Exhale. Back. Inhale up. We're coming back into a full powerful pose with the arms back. And try to stay up a little extra time to strengthen into the arches of your feet. And even that goes into your inner thighs and lower core as well. 5 more. Last one. And as you come up, we're going to start our backstroke, warming up into the shoulders. And reverse. If any part feels sticky, go even slower through that part. And then crossing and open a couple times on one side. And down, other side. Cross and open, stretch into that attachment part. Upper chest. And release. You're going to get into the fingers, wrists, elbows kind of flourishing. Your hands open and flicking like you're flicking off water. And then just palms. You're going to lower your fingers as much as you can as if you were stretching them, but you're going to do it with your own strength. Just moving your fingertips towards your elbows and releasing. Move toward your elbows. Other way. As much open palm. There we go. Try to get it open as much as you can on your own back. Once more. And release. Take a wide stance. Facing the narrower edge of your mat and shift. Little circle in one knee, little circle in the other. Opening into the hips. Big deep breath, stay low. And one shoulder forward, the other back. Upper body twist. Deep breathing. Last one on each side. And center. Stay low, palms at heart or on your legs. Sit down with your toes lined up with your knees. So what they're not is like way open like this. They're a little forward so you get your nice arch lift. Sit into that even knees and hips level. Slide side to side. Maybe your palms are at heart. Maybe they're helping steady you on your legs. Couple more. If it's really burning, then you're doing it absolutely correct. Correctly. Excuse my English.
No problem.
And then we're going to slide all the way into a side lunge. Take your time, ease into it. Maybe add the arms. We're gonna sweep as you bend the knee. That same side arm sweeps down and across. The other arm sweeps up and across. Change sides. Take the time to get all that space throughout the side of your body. Looking slightly, almost upwards to get this whole area open. We're gonna do 2 more. Last one. And up. Shake out the legs a little, crossing your body. Get some circulation into this outside IT band area. And we'll get a sip of water and meet back with our heavier weights for squats. You can take 2 weights and have them here to add up to the amount, or 1 big one held at the edges. Now we're going to play it a little differently today. We're doing a wide stance squat, going to narrow, holding the weight. So we're going to be back into that wide stance like we just did, pressing the knees toward the wall behind us, squat down, and then face the left knee, dip down, maybe knee kisses the ground in the back on the right, back to center, and then face the right, and that left knee goes as low as you can comfortably go, holding your upper body nice and tall. Now you're on tiptoe on that back foot, and you're pressing into the mat. It's giving you support. It's a little different, so feel free to take it more slowly and let your body sort it out. This lower abdomen area is really drawn in towards the spine, quite tall spine. One more all the way through. Ending in your center squat. And up with care and slowness, putting the weight down in front of you with a nice tall spine. Let it turn into a stretch. At the last moment, you can let your spine bend. Feel free to hold on to the weight to pull you a little deeper. Let your chin tuck, let that whole spine find new space, all the way to where your head meets your neck. And up. Just the upper body until you become flat like a table there. Now still holding the weight, we're gonna come right into wide leg Romanian deadlifts and just give an ever so slight pigeon toe. And make sure that your arches are still lifted. And when you come up, really think of your bum, your glutes are doing all the work, and your chest leads forward. So what I don't want is like, you're curved in your back and your rear end's not doing the work. Your back is not the star player here. The bum is gonna shoot forward and the upper body is along for the ride, essentially. Feel free to get like a little squeeze at the top where you really push your hip points forward towards that weight. Now we are halfway. And if it starts to feel too heavy, feel free to take your weight lower. And last one. Put your weight carefully to the side. Squat down with a nice tall spine. Put it down. Get a sip of water. We're going to move into the upper body a bit here. Now, take your lightest weights that you have, like a 3 or a 5, and we're up in a goalpost kind of pose. And then we're working on our rotation for our shoulders. So especially if you have any shoulder injuries, you could even take this body weight, and we're gonna bring the weight down, like parallel with the ground, and then back up. Think about rotating and stretching through this motion. We're coming in on the home stretch. Now there's going to be 5 more. 5, 4, 3, your tummy's still strong, your knees are soft, and 1. Bring it down into the shoulders and relax down. Nice. Coming up to a little bit heavier weight, medium, let's say. Soft knees still. We're gonna compound our way here. So we're curling, and then Y arms, bring it down, and then curl to the outside. So a lot going on here. Outside, back to inside, Y, and down, outside, inside, Y, and down, outside. And we're thinking also, as you come up, try and keep your bum almost like tucked underneath and your core really strong. I know for me it's a temptation to go banana backed when I'm focusing on my arms. Nice work. Now that we've kind of got the flow of things, we're going to speed it up for 5. 1, and it's all the way through. 2, and 3, 4, and 5. And down. Weights to the side, back to our heavier weights. Sip of water. Starting on one side, we're going to do a single leg squat variation. So you're starting with your weight on your left side and the right foot is like a kickstand. And come down and up 10 on one side. And all the power is in that left side. The right you could potentially even take off the ground. She's there to keep your balance. Keep your arches powerful. And up to the next side on a kickstand again. You could pick your foot up if you needed to. And up. So next variation, catch your breath, slow down your heart. I'll demonstrate while you're slowing your breath down. Our next move is super similar, but you're gonna bring the other leg back. The kickstand leg goes back and you track down and your knee might hit the ground next to your opposite heel and it might not. So it's a different kind of lunge. We're playing around with different angles in the body, with upper body nice and tall, tummy drawn in, chest open, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. We're going to change sides. All the way in, all the way out. I'll pop the window here as well. That's a good idea. That's when I know I'm doing a good job.
Yes.
All right. And up to the next side. Keeping that knee close, so it's like tracking down the opposite leg. And maybe it comes down to earth next to your opposite heel. Maybe she just tracks down about like to the calf, like so. Just work with what's gonna serve you. What brings challenge but not pain. And up. Weight to the side. Back to your lightest weights. And a couple shoulder rolls. Catch your breath. We're going to do lateral lifts with a curtsy. Arms go lateral, legs go rather lateral too in the curtsy. And if you want to go a little further in your curtsy, start exploring your body in space, feel free. We got 2 more. Calm your heart rate. Just take some deep breaths. We're gonna do something rather similar. I'll demonstrate while everyone's hydrating. We're going to be at the top of the mat, stepping back into a lunge. Arms come up, and then alternate sides. If you want to dip your knee down to touch the ground, go for it, but you can also stay up here. I want you to stay where you're stable, and you can keep that nice alignment. Ribs lined up with hips, heart nice and open. Everything's steady. You're not, falling. Try to control as you lower. Few more. And last one. Weights to the side, get a sip of water. We're gonna be back in a couple breaths and after some sips with medium weights. We're gonna do a different kind of lunge than perhaps is the most common. So as you come forward, you're gonna lean your upper body to create a straight line from your heel upwards. So your nose is gonna track with your front knee as you lower and press up. And you can press that front leg all the way straight as well. So a lot of times we do this. So we're playing with a different angle here to get our legs fired up a little differently. And you're still not letting your front knee track way forward like so. That's something you want to build up to, probably first without weight. Last 5, 4, and 3, 2, and last 1. Stay down for a minute and just stretch. Let yourself breathe. I'm going to go into the next side. Take your time, catch your breath, breathe in all the way in and all the way out. When you get your next foot forward, check in with your heart rate, check in with your ability to take slow breaths. And we're up. Listen to your own body if you need to take any more time. We're going to line that straight line up from heel to crown of the head. And we're going to dip down, press back up, like press into that back foot. You're strengthening your forward movement muscles. More. And it's 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. We're going to stay low and stretch. Shift around a little. front foot back. We're gonna end up in a plank or in all fours with our weights to the side. Take a few deep breaths, maybe a cat-cow. And then center. So, if you're just on all fours, you'll reach across for one weight, pull it over, next weight, pull it over. So you just keep moving them side to side with a braced core. Then if you're up in your plank, you're doing absolutely the same thing. Definitely bracing the core and not letting your rear end pop up. Try and tuck that rear end under to really keep it honest with your core being active. I'm noticing myself kind of leaning side to side, so now I'm trying to stay centered and keep my hips facing the earth, because they want to like, oh, side to side a little bit, let me off having to have my core work, please. No, I want to keep them facing the ground. 5 more, 5, and 4, 3, and 2, last 1, and we're down. Knees wide, shift your hips back into child's pose, and then inhale forward, toes toward the sky, hips drop, stretch out your tummy, your chest, your throat, and center back into all fours. Put your weights over to the side. We're gonna do a little more floor work, just body weight. I know everybody's so sad. We're gonna do that cult classic bear crawls that everybody's been requesting.
Not.
Yeah, everybody tends to be in the group chat. Please hold more bear crawls. So we're gonna do 3 forward, 3 back a couple times. Knees are gonna be just above the mat. Bum down. 1, 2, 3 forward. 1, 2, 3 back. Work into the shoulders. Feel the core very active, very supportive. Opposite elbow goes to opposite knee. Last 3 back and 3 forward. Find your center. Maybe find fists if your wrists are getting tired. Little circle in the shoulders. And we're dropping onto forearms next. Palms forward. Arms parallel with each other like an equal sign. And you can either be on your knees, toes high, or be on your toes, bum low. Either way, you want to keep that pelvic tilt forward. Once you get into your chosen, whether it's knees, whether it's toes, we're going to breathe for 5. Look forward, puff your chest out more, and lower down, stretch it out in a little baby cobra. Tummy on the earth, look a little side to side. Sweep your arms so that your palms can reach around opposite elbows. And then once you give yourself a little hug and you really want to make sure those fingers can reach around your elbows to get that proper distance, leave those elbows right there to swing forward and clasp your hands like you're your own best friend. Tuck your toes, lift your bum this time. I know, it's like she never lets us get our bum up in the sky. And you're gonna tuck, roll forward into that plank, this time with your hands clasped, and back up. So little dolphin push-ups. Roll forward, chest open, roll back. Get that fluidity in your spine. If you want to get playful, scoot your feet a little closer. Few more. 3 precisely. And center, knees to the ground, knees together. Child's pose. Bringing your hands behind the nape of your neck. We're going to get into the side of the body. So, depending on what your wrists are feeling, we've got many different options. You can be on your palms with one knee down, creating a line from your knee to your hip to your shoulder. And if you're like, get me off my wrist there, you can also be down on your forearm, like so. And then maybe you can bring that supportive hand up. Maybe even your arm goes above your ear. And then maybe you can float your upper knee towards your elbow and then down. You can also take this on your palm and with your lower leg straight. But there is no need to do that if it's not going to work for you. Be on your elbow and knee. And bring that top foot forward. Plant on the ground. Drop your lower hip. While you little stretch. Shift around. Even like your core is on the side, your intercostal muscles are going to stretch. And then you're going to bring that lower knee up. Just switch sides. Hooray. Next side. Now again, you have the option of being on your elbow and on your lower knee for a little extra support and less stress on your wrist. And you can also leave your upper hand supporting on the mat and just move your upper knee. And then maybe you feel like, I can get my upper arm to reach over my head towards the wall above my head, as it were, or to the side. And then if it is working for you to come up onto your palm and your foot, you can, but please don't do so if it is not working for you. Just take the modification that is going to really grace your body. Last one, and then foot forward. Lower into your stretch once more. Take a deep breath. And then scoot that knee underneath, forward. Both feet forward on the narrower edge of the mat and shift a little side to side.
No. Some yogi came in.
Oh, what? Oh, yes. And center. Come up to standing. Get a sip of water. move into a little bit of kicking. We're going to start with some balance, just figure eights on both sides, hands at your hips. So first with the left toes, out to your side with the top of the foot forward, and then draw a little circle forward, draw a little circle back with as much control as you can. So make your circles a little bigger. It's like a figure eight on its side, infinity sign. If you can't control your circles, if they're kind of like spastic, make them a little smaller. Your core is still drawn in and up, helping you. Last one on this side. Toe ball heel, land to the next side. Top of the foot forward, drawing your core, little circle to one side, and then circle back, little circle to the fore, circle to the behind. Making them a little bigger if you're moving with control, making them a little smaller if you're finding yourself having any jerkiness. And down, toe ball heel, into our Kung Fu kicks. Bringing your right foot to a 45-degree angle and your left foot directly forward. Hips are rooted, feeling like you've got tree roots coming out from that back foot. Very connected with your balance, and the front foot gets really light. Then hands up in guard, knee flick and down. Knee flick and down. Then we're going to stay up and just flick for 10, really quick. Knee up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Now the right foot is at the 45-degree angle and, the left foot's back, the right foot is forward. Arms up in guard at your jaw. Powerful, controlled, supportive in the abdomen. Floating up with the knee, and then knee flick and down. Then we're going to stay high, knee up, and just flick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. Shift around a little side to side, making little circles through your hips. Like now you're making that figure eight in your hips. Now, we're going to move into our sweeping kicks across the front. Just making a little arc. Very singing in the rain. You can put your hands back up in guard if you wish. And then, maybe those come a little higher. It all comes from the core and the hips. And you're just flicking out the delivery system of the feet. and 2, last 1. Side lunges, just a recovery side lunge, very fluid. Slowing your breath down, easing some TLC into the hips. Facing the narrower edge of the mat, coming back to standing. Slow breaths. Take 3. We're going to do alternating forward and back, change sides. And you're pushing along a straight line in front of you, pushing along a straight line behind you, and this is fairly slow motion. It's more about a muscle control, balance exercise than any sort of knocking anyone down right now. Leave that tummy lifted, that kidney circuit is firing. We're going to do 4 more, 2 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Really push through an invisible barrier. And down. Walk it out. Breathe. Get a sip of water. Couple movements in the arms. Plant your feet about under your shoulders. We're going to go uppercut, uppercut, cross, cross, down, down, little side lunges, you down, down, upper, upper, cross, cross, down, down. Your shoulders go with the motion. Down, down, up, up, cross, cross, down, down. Energy starts from the back foot and flows through your body into your hand. Upper, upper, cross, cross, down, down. A little faster. Up, up, cross, cross, down, down, up, up, cross, cross, down, down, up, up, cross, cross, down, down. A little faster. So up, up, cross, cross, down, down, up, up, cross, cross, down, and start to slow, cross, cross, down, down. One more really slow, upper, upper, cross, cross, and down, down. Wide squat. Shifting around. Bringing your pinky fingers forward, draw them back. Sweep your thumbs together to rotate pinkies back together. Sweep around in a couple circles here. Stay low. Work through the shoulders. Slow down your breath. That's 3 more. Bring your hands all the way around. upper legs. Press against your upper legs. Sit here one more second and come to standing. Shift one hip up and the other down. Feel that rotation in the hip socket. Freeing up some space. And center. Heels in. Sit once more into your wide squat. Bring your arms up for a full Davy pose, maybe middle finger to thumb. Chest open, shoulders drop if it's available. Heels lift. And squish back down. That was one. We're going to do 9 more. 9, 8, 7, stay breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Squish through mud, toes forward, hands slide along the outsides of your legs, let your head hang. Big sigh. Shaking your head no. Bringing your hands to your feet and then right hand across towards left foot. Fingers are going to point over towards that left direction and then drag palms forward towards the next foot. To switch sides. Create space through your ribs. One side to the other. And if you can't reach the floor, you can still drag across in the air. Just create that resistance. And center. Bring your heels in once more. Sit into your wide as you can sumo squat. See if it's a little wider than at the beginning of class, a little more warmed up and spacious. One shoulder forward and the other up toward the sky. Check in with your upper back. Does it have a little more twist, a little more give? Last 2. Last 1. Center. Quietly step or very quietly jump to the middle of your mat. Roll the shoulders. Find the top of your mat. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, push down, rounding. Letting go of the stressful wheel of thoughts that often get our attention. Last one. Once more to inhale tall, just to swan dive forward. So get all that space. And then open the heart down towards the ground. Inhale, half forward fold. Look forward. Exhale, plant your palms next to your feet if it's available to step or quietly jump your feet back into plank. Could also be knees to ground to exhale. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Tuck your toes to exhale, down dog. Take a moment to connect to the midline of your body, squeezing your legs towards each other via your feet. Let your chest relax down your neck. Relax your head. Deep breath. Inhale to lift on the tiptoes. Exhale, very gently bring your knees down. to the mat. Knees wide, find a child's pose. 2 deep breaths. Shift forward, toes toward the sky. Let your hips shift lower, your chest open, your throat stretch, teeth together. And release. We're going to come around to sit, feet facing forward. For a forward fold, and it might be advantageous to go put your back against a wall if this is a more challenging position for you. First, just hold at your upper legs and get a nice tall spine. Inhale, even taller. And we're gonna arc up and over. Maybe your hands fall to your legs. Maybe they come right around your feet, and breathe. In and out through your nose, creating a tunnel of air through the top of your mouth. Inhale to lift, slide your hands back along your legs, leading with nose and chest. Drop your shoulders. Scoot forward to bend your knees. We're going to lower down onto our backs, one vertebra at a time. Feel free to use your palms on the mat, your forearms, if that is needed. Bring your feet together and your fingers interlace above the top of your head, and take a few deep breaths there. Just relaxing. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders anchor to the ground, allowing your elbows to gently fall even more open. Bring your palms up and over to your belly, knees to the sky. Let your right toes find the sky, and then they're just going to make a big circle as wide as you can. Up through midline, wide and around, down to center a couple times. Gently find the next side. Left toes lift, right foot supports on the ground, wide and around, up through center. And then let both feet find the earth, knees up, feet to the side of the mat, palms and goal post to drop into your twist, knees left and gaze right, and then reverse. and center. Take a big stretch as tall as you can reach. Sweep your arms wide, let your feet fall wide, scoot your spine a little taller, and then take a yawn. One more. Lift through your limbs, so draw your abdomen down, your lower back into the mat, and float your head, your arms, your legs up off the mat and squeeze for 3 deep breaths. Scrunching your face around. And then let every last sense of tension or thought be allowed to leave your body. Slowing your breath for 3. And then letting even your breath go with that melty sense of relaxation, warming and traveling, relaxing you throughout your entire body, your entire sense of self. Watching everything from the observer behind your eyes, bringing that observer present. Generating and accepting whatever your energy is that you're choosing for today. Maybe it's gratitude, abundance, being in flow state, just the right thing happening at the right time, safety, nourishment, joyousness, happiness. Whatever it is for you, maybe all of the things. Then with a big breath, bringing your knees in, hugging your shins, rocking side to side, give yourself a little back massage on the mat. And bringing yourself around, rolling over to support up to seated as you're ready.